Come on, Rocket. Pop back into existence. Let's get out of here. We kind of screwed up and forgot to bring a dialing device with us. Come on. You can do it. Take me home. Country roads. Hello, everybody. This is Frogman. Welcome back to Manufactio. This is going to be episode 71. If you guys notice any major difference or changes today, it's probably due to the fact of something that I recently acquired. Mainly due to work and mainly due to other problems, but my old headset finally died again for the third time. I'm never buying that brand ever again. And as such, I bought a new headset and I bought a nice new headset. So volumes are going to be a little off the wall because I have a completely different brand, completely different system now. I'm kind of standing here right now just listening to the various things going on in one of the more quieter, louder areas just so I can kind of get an idea of what things are going to be like. But yes, I also want to say again, one of those things is a shameless little thing for all of you guys. Oh yeah, Mob Ben's been changed. We've got a lot to talk about today. Thank you all for the 500 subscribers. We've been having lots of fun doing lots of crazy things, and I hope you guys have been enjoying it. So thank you very much for, supporting me and just hanging out and, being cool enough to at least hit that button. And that is so funny. What's doing it? I love it. He goes into fight mode. I've been trying to figure out what that was. That's changed. But anyhow, again, thank you guys very much. I've enjoyed this. It's been a lot of fun. So part of the reason for the headset is because of you guys wanting to be doing that for me. And part of because of the fact that I literally broke them and I'm like, I'm not going to play it anymore. So I'm not going to screw with them. I'm not going to mess with them. So audio is probably going to be a little different. Voice especially is probably going to be a lot more clear. You're probably going to be able to tell when I've got a cold or not. So all those fun things. But yeah. Anyhow, on to some of the things that have been going on. This week there was an update that was released. Golrith, thank you very much. It's been much quieter since Zombie Siege or Zombie Hordes has been removed. I haven't seen a single zombie out of the base other than the two little bitty raids that are now part of the fun thing. He added in a mod to replace the zombie awareness by basically what they do is we get an occasional invasion every 7 days in world of a certain amount of mobs that just kind of wander around and try to kill you. So far, yesterday I played for a good long time and I think I had about 4 invasions, maybe. So I saw 2 of them. The base took care of the rest of them, so we're doing okay on that part. I've been just kind of running around checking things and making sure that we're all right. So in all of that too, he reduced the X-ray distance on the mobs, so we shouldn't have massive spawns of things out on the edge border of where normally mobs shouldn't be able to walk in from anymore, and have them walk in. So that 6, whatever the distance was before, standard vanilla Minecraft is a mob that spawns, I think it's outside of 32 or 34 blocks of the player, doesn't move. It just sits there. It waits for you to walk to it. And when you add the Epic Siege mod or Epic, I believe it's Epic Siege or Epic, whichever one it is, that changes that, the zombie scent or the mob scent awareness, mob awareness kind of thing, where they can detect you for a specific amount of time. I think the number was like 64 or something like that, 64 blocks away, which means they could spawn out there and then walk in. And I have yet to have anything crazy walk in. There was a couple of, I don't know why, I still haven't figured out where they spawn, but there was a couple of mobs that spawned over in this area somewhere and didn't walk in until I saw them. So, I mean, I was just kind of standing up here screwing around and happened to see a couple of red dots on my map and was like, why are there mobs out here? So that's pretty cool. It's actually been a lot quieter. I figured local difficulty wise with that thing and the fact that I've killed lots and lots and lots of mobs in this world that I would have all kinds of crazy stuff happen. And so far it's been pretty quiet. A couple of other things that are going to probably cause a problem for some of you guys that are at the point where you've got a lot of things automated and a lot of things set up, so I'm going to bring them up, is that glass making now in an electric furnace. If you can't figure out why it doesn't work, it's because of these two recipes. I think it's actually these two recipes right here which are causing the mod conflict problem. And I've had that problem with this as well. Quartz glass, and regular glass have a similar recipe. The only difference is one requires nether quartz dust and the other one doesn't. It just requires sand. So he made a change on that so that I'm finally getting rid of these jokes. I guess nobody got it. Okay, whatever. The quartz glass requires quartz, and the regular glass just requires sand. So he added a secondary like recipe slot like we have on some of our assemblers, where this tells this furnace, I just want you to make glass instead of making a bunch of other, it's just this, you're going to make glass. That way there's a difference between this recipe and this recipe, so that we're not continuously making mounds and mounds and mounds of glass when we just want to make a little bit of quartz glass. So that is something very important to notice. Couple of other things I think I wanted to at least mention. He did change a few of the 3x3 recipes back to what they were. Fixed the titanium veins for the IE excavator, which I have yet to personally have to worry about. And added in vacuum and dense item ducts, which is a kind of a nice thing, although the ducts still work on distance, so I don't want that. Ducts still work on distance, regardless of whether or not you have. They're in here somewhere. There they are. Item, cool. So yeah, it's pretty much pretty close to the same recipes. Vacuum ducts. That's the things like that you can make things work a little faster or slower, or define which direction you want things to go with the vacuum and the dense item ducts. The thing is they basically act like shorter or longer distance runs of duct, which you can do by just looping the duct a little bit further away from something else, and then that will be the last thing in the line. So it's a special way of doing things, and it's just one of those, if you have them, you use them. So where are we otherwise on that? We also have mod spawning, blah, all those kinds of things. Various modular machinery structures have flexible positions for inputs and outputs. Okay, this is an interesting thing, and I think this is an assembler. If we look at the assembler, let's just do an advanced assembler. I think it's these. Some of these machines now have the ability to change where your inputs and yeah, if we watch that, we can see now the inputs and outputs on these can be changed around on on the machine to make things more accessible or easier to wire. It's something that I probably should have said a long time ago about these things, is that their sightedness is such a royal pain at times that you end up with goofy things that look kind of like this, where you have an input, an output, an output, an input, and all these kinds of things running around all over the place, when I would much rather have, like, say, inputs along one side, and we're getting there. I would almost still just rather have all of the inputs be able to be across the back, all down one side. So like you'd have inputs all the way through one side, and maybe one over here or one on the other side, and then the output over here. I mean, I love the fact that we can now move things around, because it will make building structures and systems like this for you guys that have not got a lot of stuff in place already a lot easier. But it's a modular machine. They're kind of a royal pain regardless, so it's kind of whatever. I'm happy for that change. I'm really interested in maybe trying to rework, refactor even now some of the things that we have, because I've been kind of refactoring some of these other portions of the base, and you guys will see that in just a little bit. So glad for that change. Cobblestone, basalt, and basalt can be cooked in an electric furnace. That's a handy thing. Destruction gadget now available. Yes, the destruction gadget now available. I've already unlocked it. It is living in the, where is this, science area? No, it's not science. Military, exotic tech. Right here, destruction gadget. Highly recommend looking at this. When you get to blue, that is a very reasonable Very, 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 very reasonable cost for that little tool, because if you don't know, that's what it does. Let me see if I can get this to work. Let's go G. No, I need to shift right click. I want to go up. And we'll go right. And we'll go find something that we can definitely destroy that won't hurt things. Let's try, well, we can just do this out here. Maybe. Try something out here that's a little bit bigger that I don't need to be too terribly concerned about. Uh-oh. This is a new thing, too, that I've been having problems with. We just got a stutter. Stutter, stutter, stutter. Thank you. That's new. I don't know what that is. That's happened recently quite a bit. But anyhow, as far as the destruction gadget, what you do with it is you can remove things. And if you look down, it's doing clear down to a certain point. And there's a certain amount that are available to be undone. And I probably just ruined that, but that's okay. We can fix that problem. I think you get one undo, but now you can see the direction it can go and other things. You adjust various depths and ideas, directions, and whatnot. I've already used it to help fix a few things, and now I'm going to have to go fix that hole, but whatever. No big deal. Be very careful with it. You only get, as you just saw, a single undo with it. So now I have to fix a hole in my floor of a building that I hardly ever use, but whatever. I guess since we're over here, we can just kind of stand here for a minute because I do want to look at a couple of things. Coal generators output RF has been increased by 20 RF a tick, which is very nice. He's added architecture craft, Twitch integration, and chat tweaks, and probably several other things. Architecture craft. Some of these mods I really, really love, and some of these mods I just absolutely can't stand. And this is one of the ones I love and hate at the same time because of the amount of things that you can build in this process. So basically, this is like the old, I don't forget what the name of that mod was. It's kind of basically you can just make this architectural structure block, like however it looks right here using the architect's saw bench, and then it's a direct replacement. You place it down, you put the block you want in the block, and it looks like that block. So yeah, can do many different things, or there's lots of other stuff. You can really, really actually make circles and domes look very nice, and a whole bunch of other things. So as a side note, and I know I kind of mentioned it the other day, I've been having way too much fun with the industrial renewal blocks. I've been kind of placing them around in various areas, getting the detail that I want out of some of these buildings. I'm starting to actually rework some of the other buildings, so we're going to start actually into the episode now that I've rambled on for 15 minutes. But I've done a little bit of playing around and adding more detail to buildings, trying to get rid of as many of these scaffolding blocks as I can because I love them, but I need to fix that hole. But it does do what I wanted to do. Like this building, I wanted the structure that held the roof up to be on the outside. So it's kind of hard to do that with blocks that look like that without making it too terribly, terribly, terribly chunky. So now I at least have a way to be able to make things look like they're supported either internally or externally. The little I-beams, these little columns, have these little feet that automatically extend out to a block because they're not a whole block space. You can actually see through the bottoms or the tops of them. It's really, really fun. Matter of fact, I think if I do this, you should see that it sits flat on the surface. So it's actually like the top. It's acting like the bottom slab or the top slab of various things. So out here, finally, I finished building just a cover for right now, probably for the rest of the time it's here, cover for the plastic process that uses the biomass, biofuel, bio thingy process that we're using to make plastic right now. So I figured it would be nice to give it a little bit of a cover. So I'm using, of course, the steel pillars and some of the bracing. These brace beams, you just take come here, you. Come here. Where are you? Brace beams are just the pillars crafted like so. So come here, let me have it. There. No, not there. But yeah, you can get all sorts of kind of nice little cool pieces that look really neat. The roof pieces, I've been wanting to kind of try to use these, and I'm not 100% happy with how they work because they look like a slab. They look like a slab. They're not a slab. They're a full block. However, when you place another block under them or you try to step down, you get nothing. Oh, don't throw your pickaxe, stupid. Where did it go? You get nothing. You get a little hole. Go over here. Don't give me that problem. There you go. All right. You get a hole that looks kind of like this that says, well, that looks like that should be able to sit on a block. But the actual block itself is right there. So you end up with this kind of a gray border that I'm not too terribly happy with, which means stepping things down is not great with them. They also automatically build little structures underneath, which is really nice. Like I said, I love how that looks. I love how that works. I like a lot kind of thing. So did add a little bit of a line over here just for fun. I've decided too as well to start just getting rid of the carrots and the potatoes that we've been saving for whatever reason, because these guys haven't run in I don't know how long. There's one right here that should be running. We probably can't hear him right now because he's glitched out. But as far as that is, the rest of the system, the only thing this is running right now, I believe, is that little miner out there and some of these lights over here. That's it. So it's not like it's doing much of anything. So I decided I was going to start sinking potatoes and carrots into redstone, and this is another one of those little dumb things. Potato is 64 EMC. Redstone is 64 EMC. So are carrots. Carrots, potatoes, wheat, I believe. Let's look. Wheat is 24. So, yeah, carrots and potatoes are 64 EMC. Redstone is 64 EMC. And as you guys know, I know this is kind of janky right now, but as you know, in here, if you use a redstone dust in one of these hell forges, you get glowstone dust. And glowstone dust, as we can see there, is twice the EMC of the redstone. So now I'm growing glowstone. Oh, it's silly. But yeah, we got rid of it. So there's a couple other things that we've changed over here. The smelting building and the plate pressing building, you can probably already start to see a little bit of a difference. I've changed some of the stuff on the outside. I've changed this section. This used to be a wall of fans and other things. I got rid of it because I got tired of not being able to see in it. I'm going to be changing some of the glass as well, but I did go ahead and change a couple of things in here, at least on the front side. Inside, I ripped that wall out. I couldn't stand it anymore. I had to rip that wall out, tear it completely down, get rid of it, because it was like this factory and this factory. At one point, you know, we were using this as a farm and this as the factory. And now this is not needed to be a farm anymore, or the smelting area. It's still the smelting building, but now I can combine the two because I was trying to use these two buildings as tanks to kind of control where the pollution went. Now that we're not using massive amounts of blast furnaces, and now the pollution is actually kind of working the way it should with these plate presses, it's not necessary for me to manage the pollution as much anymore, which means I can kind of open up the building and do a few things. So we did that beam when we built the smelting factory, and I went ahead and added a few more beams to the ceiling. The roof is now flat, and there's a reason for that, because at one point the roof was actually peaked up, and it went to about the level of that window. So there was windows under the roof and windows over the roof. So I actually had windows in this building, which was kind of dumb. So I got rid of that. We changed a couple other things. There's now a support pillar underneath that, or a support I-beam with a bunch of pillars that are holding the roof up now. I did use some of the massive amount of catwalks that I have. I have tons and tons of this stuff, so I went ahead and made a little balcony out of it. And everything just looks nice now. So now I can kind of walk through here, look down, see, or look up and see what's going on, and I love it. So again, over here on this side, we added a few I-beams in just to, you know, the kind of whatever structural I-beams, and along with that, we also have a way to kind of tie the roof in. I still have to kind of do a little bit more, but what it's doing is it's giving it the dynamic that I wanted in this building, and I'm getting there because of the fact that now it's kind of starting to look like what I wanted it to look like. So I'm very, very, very happy about it. Okay, I know, long rambling discussion, blah blah blah. I'm just been kind of playing around making things work. Another discussion, another thing that I did build, and it's gonna get really loud in here. Where are you, hostile creatures? We're gonna turn you clear down. Is I built that monster. That monster is totally 100% designed to open as many of these stupid patient bags as I possibly can quickly. And when I started this yesterday, I played for probably 10 hours yesterday. I had 246 patient bags. They're gone. It's eaten them all. It's wonderful. The design is pretty simple. I have a very, very slow servo on this on the input that is only allowed to extract one patient bag at a time, and I have filters on every single one of these guys right here that are set to only allow one patient bag at a time in this inventory. Now, it doesn't make sense for a second there. You go, why are you only doing one? The reason why I'm only doing one is because I'm using resonant retrievers, which we got probably last episode or the episode before, to basically move the patient bags around in a circle. So I'm allowing it to keep 3 in stock so that it's always going to be able to keep 2. And because of the speed of the bag opener, 2 is about how much it's going to be able to keep in the inventory at any given time. So if we sit there and watch that one, it's never going to have any less than 1 patient bag in it. So this servo is never going to be able to put anything in here until one of these finally opens. This thing is allowed to keep 3 because if I set it to, oh great, season changed. Nice. This one is set to 3 because if I set it to 2, at times I will have 2 in this thing and it won't pull 2 out. So basically they're just sitting there looping these around as quickly as possible. And on the back side, we have resonant retrievers that are set for the nether stars and the interdiction torches as well, so that when we get one of those in the other inventory, that retriever is going to pull it out and put it into the system, and they're dropped into here. So we've actually processed, I cleaned this out before we started the episode. I've already processed 2 nether stars and 2 interdiction torches since the beginning or since I started this episode. So we're going to put those guys away and watch that number go. I love it. So, and we're already back up to 4,000 emeralds since we did the challenge stuff last week or a couple weeks ago. So it's very cool. I still have a little bit of playing around that I need to do with this system, but that's what it takes to open a lot of those things in a hurry. So 10 hours, I ate up 240 of them, which is pretty cool. So yeah, it's kind of, I like the way when it was first starting out, like everything was just circling and circling and circling. So it's pretty cool. Alrighty then, so on to the rest of the episode, and I think we've touched on everything I've changed in between episodes. We're going to do a little bit of an unlock because we need to go do something. So, Space and Beyond. I need to be able to make a space station and a few other little things because we get some fun things to play with. So, let's do this. We need to have 2,000 of the red, green, blue, yellow, and military research to build a space station. It has been since, I don't even remember what pack since I have built a space station. So we are going to do the unlock for this now that everything is up and ready to go. I'm going to have to move some stuff down. And let's put you here and you here and you here and you here and you here. I need that. And start with this. Thank you. And we're going to do that again. Just give me an inventory full of that magicalness. Thank you. Just grab it. Do this again. Put you away. Actually, I think I have some of this. I should have looked beforehand. No, I've got the military, though. Okay. I cleaned a bunch of things out when I did the challenge quest for, or not challenge quest, the unlock for the destruction gadget, because that was just too good to not let happen. So put these guys away, and what was left? Just yellow and military. I haven't done military research, again, in like so long. So long. Yeah, do it. Cool. Nice. And the last little bit. This is going to make everything go absolutely crazy. Yeah, I know it's short. Just should have grabbed it. Do it. Get it done. Thank you. Now we have the access to the next line, which is going to be funny because now in order to be able to move that space station, we have to be able to push it around, which means I need to get back into making anomaly science. Interesting. Very cool. Thank you. What the heck is going on with this? I think that's in the Moben's thing, which I need to go find it and shut it off because it's kind of silly every time I look at something, but whatever. Awesome. So we now have space station unlocked. What does that give us? The unlock code is what? S012. So that gives us the satellite bay, which is awesome. The space station assembler, a docking pad, which is very nice. Pipe steel, whatever those are, we'll have to look. Space station ID chips and airlock doors and a few other things. That doesn't even give me the ability to make air work. Oxygen control, 200 of all of those, so we're going to have to let that run a little bit. I think we're going to have to let this run a little bit so that we can get the oxygen control, but that won't take too terribly long. Those guys will fill back up. That's going to do a lot of things, so I need to go do a real quick check on various projects. Yes, we have managed to recover quite a bit of iron. That's good. That did not all come out of this little challenge unlock. I did go ahead and set up a little outpost over by the space station, but what I want to do then... Whoop, don't hit the thing. We need to come over here and grab our little friend that I have been kind of running around just gathering up various things. You, sir. Are you done? You're done. Cool. Come here. Where is my wrench? Give me my wrench. Boop. Thank you. I wonder how you guys are doing. This is my oil field. Alrighty then, we have a thing that we need. The thing that we need is this. And this is something that I'm going to go set up right now so that I have the income of various things coming in. And it's something that I know of. I've played with advanced rocketry before. I know how it works. I know what I need to play with. We need to be able to do a couple of things. So let me see here. I need a teleporter. Teleporter. It's not that. It's called a matter transmitter. I don't even know if I can make these. I have a couple. Beautiful. Well, I don't have to worry about that then. And I should have a spare one of these. Yes. Good. And we should be able to... This is still functional. Good deal. I haven't fooled with this in so long, I don't even know what still works. I think we have everything we want. Should probably put these down on my bar for the minute. Let's hit the R button a couple of times. Get everything up to the top. Thank you. And little companion block can go away. All right, cool. We're going to go to the other moon. In my little dinky rinky-dink junk rocket. Oh, so we should be good to go here. We should have all that stuff. I have all of the oxygen that I need, I think. Let's go down here and make sure our oxygen tank is as full as it needs to be. Thank you very much. And we need to pick a destination. Where are you? Where's the other one? There he is, right there. We're going to that one. So you should now say, yes, that, all that kind of wonderful thing. And I want to look at this and make sure you have plenty of fuel. You have plenty of fuel. Let's go. And we'll see, hopefully, how this all works. Drink coffee time. Janky little rocket. We'll build a better one. Problem with Space Station is we're going to have to build another extension to the spaceport area because I have to be able to launch the space station. And I don't think that pad's big enough. Problem is, I think we'll have to worry about this rocket. I'm going to have to tear it apart to get it out of the way. So we'll see what happens. Let's see how the game performs this time. Usually, we'll get to the new moon, and it won't let us do anything. I may have to reload. We will see. Bye-bye. Come on. We're almost there. Let's go. All right, let's see what happens. That's not good. Okay, there we go. Yes, go ahead and see if it works this time. Wow, it actually worked. Cool. Maybe. No, come on. Catch up, computer. Catch up. Not catch up chips, just catch up. Are you going to do it, or am I going to have to relog? I may have to relog, although I don't know. That looked like that might have worked that time. There we go. Ah, yes. The next stop. Hello, Rocket. Glad to see you're still here. This planet, actually, I love this planet. It's so cool looking. Ah, yes. The crystals. The holes. Ice. It is so cool. And we landed in a hole. Great. That's a nice hole. Okay, packed ice. Oh, lovely. I should get a bunch of that. These guys are so cool. Orange crystal blocks, the blue crystal blocks. If I can mine it. Do this. Oh, hey, that's handy. We know what those are for, don't we? These guys. I think these are lapis. Come here. No, these are the osmium crystals. So this is technically osmium. Which doesn't really matter because I have plenty of osmium. But yeah, we've got lots of different types of things. I'm pretty sure the various colors. I can't remember what the purple ones are. I'd have to look here. No, I don't want night vision. I want that on. Where is your pickaxe? No, pickaxe. What are the purple ones? Oh, neat. Prismarine shards. So, we came up here to set up something. So, I don't want to lose my... There it is. I do not want to lose my rocket. We will have to fix that little problem. We're going to set up a dialing device and a matter transmitter. And I think I already screwed up, didn't I? Yep, I already screwed up. Love it. Well, we'll do that anyway. We can ride the rocket back and fix the problem. This is going to be... I think it's pretty close to whatever that is. That's fine. That's a receiver. This is, again, Secondus. Something like that. I guess it doesn't really matter. Close enough. Close enough. It's good enough for the government, you know, however that works. All right, so we've got those guys set up. I need to go ahead and set up our little friend here. And I need a... Where is it? I want that. I need one of those, please, so that we're keeping everything. Did I manage to get it all in one chunk? I did. Cool. So we'll just put you right there for right now. We're going to grab our diamond axe. Come back here. I didn't say you could leave. And I am going to need, I guess we'll just go ahead and use this one just to do this because, you know, we got to be able to wander him around. Hey, come here. We'll have to wander it around regardless, but let's start right here. So we're going to go ahead and place the entangle porter on the back and make sure that all of its input sides, especially for the items, are input. Thank you very much, because I don't know which side it ended up being. And you are going to be output on all of those. And this needs to be, let me see, power out, power out. Yes, set. Thank you. I don't know what it was before. It is now power out. And we need to put this down like this. So we have a way of doing things. And we're going to configure this to make sure that it is 64. Where are we? We're at 84. Really? Wow. No, we need to change that. Hang on a minute. Config. We'll do 80. We'll just do 80 for right now. Thank you. So 0 to 80, radius of 32, back, start. There they are. There they are. There they are. There. Oh, wow. Really, I haven't had any source of electrotine in a long time. So cool. We got that set up. We got the dilithium ore coming in now. We got electrotine ore, which we actually kind of need a little bit of, which that's amazing to me. What happened? I was going to say, you better go away. The lithium ore we need to be able to fuel the space station that we're going to be building very shortly. So I'm just going to stick my head down in here. I don't really think there's a lot. I mean, you can easily just surface mine this stuff if you want to, but I'm going to let that guy do the work so I can shut these off. But yeah, look at that pile of supposed osmium, and look at that pile of supposed gold, and look at that pile of prismarine. And what's yellow? I think yellow is what? Hey, stop. What's yellow? Use glowstone. Very cool. Very, very, very cool. So, and the green ones, you know, we don't need to be out here wandering around finding this stuff. But yeah, that's awesome. Cool. I guess, guys, it's going to be a little long. We got to go to the next moon. This is Secondus. There's not a whole lot here other than a few things you need to be able to progress very, very, very end game. This is not necessary. You don't have to go do things like that, but we're going to have some fun. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time wandering around up here just kind of checking on things and probably mining a bunch of this stuff up because I need some of it. And we will see you guys in the next episode. Again, thank you all for the 500 subscribers. Thank you all for hanging around and having a good time. It's been interesting and it's been fun. So I guess we're on top of the... I just love this. It's like, yeah, whatever. We're going to do something so cool. But anyhow, thank you guys. We'll see you in the next one. And oh yeah, by the way, if you guys haven't noticed, we did open a Discord up. If you guys want to join it, feel free to go ahead. The link will be in the description. And I'll see you guys there. So thanks for watching. Talk to y'all later. Bye.